The Little Bear Who Found His Way Home. Little Bjorn lived in a cozy cave at the edge of a big green forest. Every morning he would wake up, stretch his soft paws, and say, "Good morning, son." The cave was filled with fluffy moss and the sweet smell of pine trees. Bjorn loved his home very much. One sunny day, Bjorn decided to go on an adventure. "I want to see the big waterfall," he said to Mama Nadra. Mama kissed his nose and said, "Stay on the path and come home before the stars come out." Bjorn promised to be careful. Bjorn walked and walked. He followed the little yellow path that wound through the trees. He saw butterflies dancing and birds singing in the branches. Flutter, flutter, flutter went the butterflies. Tweet, tweet, tweet went the birds. Soon, Bjorn heard a loud sound. Rumble, rumble, rumble. It was the waterfall. He ran to the edge of the clearing and watched the water splash and play against the rocks. He felt the cool, misty water on his fur. Bjorn was so happy. But when Bjorn turned to go home, he stopped. The trees looked taller and the shadows were getting long. He looked left and he looked right. The path looked different now. "Oh no," said Bjorn, his ears drooping. "Which way is home?" Just then, a soft voice said, "Are you lost, little one?" Bjorn looked up and saw a friendly rabbit named Canine with long, floppy ears. "I can't find my path," said Bjorn. Canine smiled kindly. "Don't worry, I know these woods. Let's look for clues." They walked together through the tall grass. Soon they saw a familiar sight. Flutter, flutter, flutter. A group of bright wings moved through the air. "Those are the butterflies I saw this morning," said Bjorn. He and Canine followed the butterflies as they danced toward the east. Then they heard a familiar song. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Bjorn looked up into the leafy trees. "Those are the birds," he cried. He and Canine followed the sound of the singing birds. And there, at the very edge of the forest, was the little yellow path. Bjorn ran all the way to his cozy cave. Mama Nadra was waiting right outside with her arms wide open. Bjorn jumped into her lap for a big, warm bear hug. "You found your way home," she said. Bjorn cuddled close and whispered, "My friends helped me." That night, the moon rose high over the trees. Bjorn looked up at the twinkling stars and whispered, "Good night, butterflies. Good night, birds. Good night, Canine." He curled up on his bed of soft moss, safe and warm, and fell fast asleep.